Okay, raise your hand if you want to eat MREs in 90-degree weather. That's right. Nobody wants to do that shit. Not voluntarily. Nobody is really wanting to join the military. In 2023, the Air Force Times put out an article and they were saying that the military was short tens of thousands of recruits. Now, tens of thousands across most. Hey, lay down. Now, tens of thousands across multiple branches may not seem like a lot, but it absolutely fucking is. We're not talking about, you know, 5,000, 9,000. They said tens of thousands. That means 20,000, 30,000, 60,000. What are those thousands in? They didn't say 100,000. So we know we're not up to that point, or at least we would hope we're not up to that point, because that would be insane. But the younger generation is not filling the gaps for the people that are getting out. You know, my generation, we're getting out. The generation before me is heading to retirement in the next 5 years. I was in for 12 years. So if I stayed in, I'd be in at 13 and a half years. So the generation of soldiers before me, let's say that a 5 year gap, 10-year gap, they are either senior leadership and, they're staying, some of them are staying for the long haul, 30, 40-year careers, or we're looking at mid to senior level leadership, E6s, E7s that are nearing retirement. And as we're getting out, as my generation, generation before me are getting out, the matriculation of new soldiers is not happening. It's just not. These kids don't want to join. They see better opportunities. Because why would I want to join and eat MREs in 90-degree weather when I can be a TikTok star? Why would I join and eat MREs in 90-degree weather when all I want to do all day is play 2K and they're hosting tournaments and I'm really fucking nice and I'm busting niggas' ass on 2K? So, what is the incentive to join the military? Like the 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 military's claim to fame is, oh, we can take you from wherever you are, you're poor and dirty, and we can send you around the world. But people are already going around the world with the jobs that they have, and they can start them younger and perfect them and do them for a lot longer. Your body's not going to break down from playing 2K. Your body's not going to break down from reviewing Legos. So these younger generations, they see more opportunities with more money. Why would I wait for a paycheck for $1,300 every 2 weeks when I can hop online and, like I said, review Legos? I can play 2K. I can play Super Smash Brothers. I can join teams and play Counter Strike Go and Call of Duty. You know, so the military, they do have a huge problem with people matriculating out, but not enough people matriculating in. And one of the things they've resorted to is trying to give huge bonuses. Um, it may work for some, but it's not gonna catch a lot of people, because the people that were already going to join, they're going to look and say, okay, I can get a bonus, but I was already going to join anyway. So it's you know it's just icing on the cake. There's nothing additional. They're going to catch a few additional people. Let's say they catch an additional 2 to 3,000 people out of 100,000 because they're offering a bonus. What about those other 97,000, 98,000 that don't want to join, and there's nothing that you can do to persuade them? Because why would I put myself in harm's way for any amount of money, especially $1,300, $1,400, when I have the opportunity to be a TikTok star? When these kids are finding alternative means of making money, it doesn't feed the economy of the high school to military pipeline, and they're going to have to do something about it. I don't know if it's going to end up being a mandatory draft, which I'm not mandatory service. I don't know if it's going to end up being mandatory service, which I'm not. Um, I don't oppose mandatory service. I think that the military had a lot of great benefits on my life when I was transitioning from a boy to a man, and instilled a lot of good things in me. So I do advocate for that discipline in your life. But some people don't want that. A lot of people don't want that. A lot of people want to do whatever it is that they're doing and make money now. They're not waiting 2 weeks. They're not waiting for a 20-year retirement. The promise that we were sold, either go to the military or go to school, those promises don't seem to be working out for a lot of people. You know, my generation, the generation before us, we're telling the young kids, hey, this is what I did because this was the propaganda that was sold to me, and this is how it turned out for me. So the machine is not feeding, um, you know, is not feeding that pipeline anymore, and it's going to be a huge issue for our country. And I hope that they get it figured out because that's just another barrier on top of all the other issues that we have going on. So we'll see what happens.